Alright, you are at EHS Racing. We got a whole bunch of Raptor 700 parts laid out. We are shooting pictures for our new website, so we're going to do a product video so you can see firsthand the parts that are going to be in the package builder. I'm going to give a brief explanation for everything as we go through and show everything. This is Eric from EHS, so you know who's talking in the background. Let's start off with the exhaust systems. Okay, we got two manufacturers that we work with, Empire and Barker's. We're going to have a dual system from each and a single system from each. Barker's also offers a slip-on that I don't have here, and it's not going to be in this video. We're going to focus on these. Okay, first up, we're going to do the Empire duals. This is the 2015 Raptor, so it's a single port exhaust. It comes out one exit on the head. This is going to be the same for all of them. They're going to go to a Y collector or a merge pipe. Okay, after it hits the merge collector, it's going to branch off into two mid pipes. And then back into two cans. Okay, these are the Empire Gen 2 cans. They have a weld-on style tab. Okay, this system you have to assemble when it shows up. Make sure you put some Loctite on the bolts that mount it to the can. There's a wire guard for the speed sensor. You need to leave that hooked up. Some new springs. Let's go over the welds one more time. Okay, we'll go to the Barker duals. Same design. Single port into a merge collector. This system comes with heat shields. It has one welded on hanger tab. This is actually sitting upside down. This is going to go downwards where the clutch pivot arm goes into the engine case. See, there's the merge collector. Okay. These mid pipes come pre-assembled. They each have a heat shield on them. These are a megaphone design versus the Empires were the step head pipe. Okay, both of these systems on the back fender, on the clutch pivot side, or where your clutch lever is, you're going to have to trim a little bit of the back plastic. It's not much. The Barkers come with an aluminum strap for each side, or a billet hanger strap. Okay, let's go over to the single options. These are both going to be the same design, but a full single option. Same heat shield on the Barker. Both of these are going to mount in the factory location. Okay, this Barker also has a billet hanger strap just like the other one. Okay, we'll go over and show you the Empire full single. Again, same design. It's just a single option. All of these systems, you can get quiet cores for them. They are unique to the manufacturer. The duals will take 2 quiet cores. So if you're ordering quiet cores, they are not included. If you have duals, make sure you add 2, not just 1. Alright, let's go to the airbox options. We got quite a bit for this. Okay, we'll start out. This is the aluminum adapter that we manufacture. This is going to mount into the OEM lower airbox assembly. Okay, this side is going to take the stock factory tube. This side is where the new air filter is going to clamp. This is where it's going to mount to the box. It's got a nice machine bell in it. Gets rid of this crappy filter design from Yamaha. It's much larger. This is the biggest filter that I have seen that can get fit in a stock box. Okay, these are a uni cage filter that we have made. Okay, there's a bunch of other people that make aluminum adapter filter setups, but they all run much cheaper versions of this filter. A lot of them don't have near the size of that opening, and they definitely don't have the size of that filter. Okay, this one's going to make much more horsepower than those other versions, and the filter is going to last much longer. Okay, these are the dual stage foam unis. They're the good ones. Okay, we're going to offer this in a kit form like that, where you can put it into your own box, and then we'll offer it in a complete form where we get the box from Yamaha and have it pre-installed into it when it shows up. Okay, to run this filter, we really made it to run with our lid or no lid. If you want to run it with a stock lid, you can, but you have to cut a lot of the ribbing out the back side of that lid due to it sits up taller. Okay, it is a big filter. This lid will fit right onto it. Okay, but if you don't cut that ribbing, it's hard to fit it in there. This is our complete version of our airbox lid. Okay, we offer this in kit form. So where you're buying these pieces to modify your own airbox cover, or this is the complete lid, so we're buying the lid from Yamaha and we're cutting it here and it shows up like it looks here. Okay, this is going to keep the water and all the dirt and the crap out of your airbox. If you're building a trail beast, this is hard to beat. Okay, this version makes a bunch of horsepower and it keeps everything out of your airbox and your motor. Okay, the other airbox or intake option that we support and endorse is the Fuel Custom. Okay, this is their box version. You can get this in the intake tube version only, with or without this box. It does come with some brackets to mount your ECU and some other little small pieces I don't have in the video. Okay, this is a great setup as well. Okay, this is going to make slightly more horsepower than our version, but it doesn't seal up anywhere close to as good as ours. On 60 horsepower and below bikes, you probably will see a 1 horsepower gain on this configuration versus that configuration, even with the lid. Okay, 60 horsepower is usually duals, hot camp stage 3, tuner, you know, that's about it. There's not a big difference in this versus that on that style setup. When you get up closer to 70, you're probably going to see a 2 to 2.5 horsepower gain from this. This is due to the intake tube. Okay, this does work well. On Raptors between 6,000 and 7,000 RPM, they do have a dip. This intake tube does help get rid of that dip, so you'll see a slight little increase over the 1 horsepower or the 2 horsepower there in that RPM range due to that tube. Okay, this is also a good option if you're drag racing. This may be the way you want to go, or if water and dirt is not really an issue, this is also a great way to go. Okay, let's go to hot cams. Hot cams, the only one I'm going to sell is a stage 3. Okay, I see a lot of people talk about 1 and 2. 1 and 2 are garbage. I will not sell them. They don't belong in a Raptor. 3 is the only one I'm going to sell because that's the only good one they make. Easy as that. Alright. Tuner wise, I'm sure this is a debate that many people will like to talk about. Okay, our tuner. This is a Dobak style controller. This has R mapping on the inside. Okay, power commander was 5, now 6. Okay, we do use these all the time in the shop. We're going to start selling them. We have more power commander 5 and 6 maps than I'm sure everybody in the country. I have tuned more of these than I can think of. Okay, I can't imagine there is anybody out there who has tuned more power commanders for Raptors than I have. That's just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of power commanders I have tuned. On scenarios less than 70 horsepower, if you're running pump fuel 93, most blends a 110, if you don't have ignition timing, you really can't make more horsepower than you're going to get out of this. Okay, if you have exotic blends of fuel and you have ignition timing in, power commanders, you can usually gain 2 to 3 horsepower. On 60 horsepower and below bikes, there's definitely not any difference. This tuner is going to do everything you need. It is half the money that this is. Okay, they break almost never. We go through power commanders here at the shop like all the time. Okay, the ignition side goes out on these constantly. If I sell you one and the ignition side goes out, I warned you. Okay, it's just part of the inherent nature of running these. I don't know why they break, but they decide to break all the time. On big builds, 70 horsepower and above, this will not work. Okay, that is its limit. I can't make them work well. I don't suggest them on builds above 70 horsepower. You need to run this. Okay, there's distinct features in this that'll allow that to work at above 70 horsepower. Up to 70 horsepower, you should save your money and run this. Alright, what else we got? Let's do a zoom around. Alright, thank you.